Hey everybody, it is me, Amanda, and I decided we are going to work in our junk journal today, and I just have some odds and ends pulled out. This right here that I'm showing you guys is a piece from, like a calendar that I had, and I really haven't worked in here, since the last time I made a video, and once again, I am here making a voiceover because, well, quite honestly, if you want to know the truth, I didn't think that you would appreciate listening to my son and my husband in the back talking about pooping. I kid you not, that was the topic of the conversation, and even though I had my art door shut, that's seriously all you could hear in this video, and I was just like, you're kidding me. So here I am doing another voiceover. I've also sped this video up, so I hope that it won't be as long as the other ones. What I'm doing right now is I just glued that page I was talking about from an old calendar, and I glued it face down onto one of the pages of my junk journal, and I'm cutting the excess off and gonna save that for something else. So yeah, I think I just said, like world's record time in the last minute and 33 seconds that I've talked. So I will, try to not do that. But I am keeping the scraps, like I said. I kind of lost track of time in this one, so it is kind of long, and hence why I said I did speed it up, because if I didn't speed it up, good lordy, you guys would be like, girl, stop wasting our time. So there's that page that I just glued in, and that's kind of what I did a lot throughout this video anyway. These pages that we smeared with the distressed inks just weren't really speaking to me too much, so in this video I decided that we were just going to grab a bunch of old paper pads that I don't really use, or paper pads from the Dollar Tree, and like this page, an old calendar, just things like that, and try to get some stuff glued into this book, and then maybe that would help me kind of decide what I want to tape down, glue down, and, stick where. And now that's also a question that I've had a bunch of people ask me about. Is this called technically a junk journal? Is this called a glue book? Is this called, a collage book? And honestly, this can be called whatever you want to call it. It is a little bit of all of them combined, and your junk journal can be what you make it. Do you want to just collage in your junk journal from magazines? Then go for it. Do you want to just grab random stuff and glue it in? There you go. Do you want to use junk? Use junk. It's just about being free to kind of lose yourself in the process instead of losing yourself in the overthinking, because that's one of my big issues with art in general. I get into this artsy fartsy mood, and I'm like, I'm gonna create something, and it's gonna be this and that, and it's gonna be awesome, and then I get inside my head and I overthink everything, and then I was like, well, should I use this medium, or should I use that, or is there a right way? And with art, and especially with making this composition, glue book, junk journal, collage journal, whatever you want to call it, it's one of the things that helped me with that whole thing. Art is art. It doesn't have to be perfect. And the point of this is, hi Zozo, for me, it helps me relieve stress and anxiety and depression, and it just helps me to kind of just get out of my head for once and just create. And because it's a junk journal, it can be anything you want. It doesn't have to be thought about. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's basically grab some stuff and see what you can make of it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. It's not going to be hung up in an art museum. our children's children aren't going to talk about the page that I made in my junk journal, you know. It's nothing like that. It can be as simple as, you know, here I go. Here's a piece of paper. I'm going to glue it. I'm going to stick it here and see what it becomes, because that's what I want to do right now. No overthinking. Just glue some stuff in. See what happens. Get that junk journal thick and beautiful, and, you know, just lose yourself in gluing. I don't know what it is about using glue sticks or any kind of glue, even if you're taping or ripping up washi, it really doesn't matter, but something about just grabbing something and gluing it down, for some reason, to me, it's just like this huge, put on some music, listen to your husband and your son talk about pooping, whatever it might be, just go with it. Zone out. I guess that's, you know, what I was looking for. Just zone out, do something. Keep your mind off of the, you know, the bills that you can't afford to pay and all the other negative things that go on in your mind, or at least in my mind. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I overanalyze everything, and I myself am like the hardest person in the world on myself. So yeah, there's that. And when I'm playing in here, I'm just like, whatever. This right here that I'm gluing down now is a Monster High Minis grab bag, I think, or like blind bag collection sheet. My daughter got those from Dollar Tree, and she had a whole bunch of them, so she was gonna throw one of the check sheets away, and I was like, don't throw that away. Those are so cute. That needs to be glued into my junk journal. So, like I said, that's kind of just what I did. Grab some scraps, throw them in a, you know, keep them in a folder, keep them in a wherever you want. Keep them in your pages if you want, you know, it doesn't really matter. Just keep your scraps and glue them down and see what comes of it. This girl, that I have in my hand, if I ever put her up there, was just so cute, and she was holding that pretty purple sparkly star, and it said family above her, and it was just an image I really liked, so I was like, you know what, that's gonna get glued in my junk journal, and that's what I'm doing right there, and I just think she's so cute. I don't know what it is, but I knew right away when I was flipping through the magazines that I was like, she's going in there, she's just too cute. And then here's some more scraps that I was just like, where do I want to go with this? I probably should have put it there. I kind of liked it there by the quilt. And of course, I didn't. So I'm just flipping through. Do I want to put it here? Do I want to put it there? And this is where I tell myself, just stop it and glue. Who cares? Glue it in. We'll make it look pretty later. Who cares? I was gonna tell you guys something important here. Oh, duh. I remember now. Someone that has really helped me, she's like my YouTube stalker crush, like, not her stalking me, like, it's legit me stalking her. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've watched this girl for so long, and I legitimately feel like this weird connection to her. Like, she is my long lost relative, sister, something. I don't know what it is, but she makes art, and I will link her page below. And, you know, it was because of her that I've gotten to this point where I was just like, okay, quit putting so much stress on yourself. Quit wanting everything to be so perfect. Quit thinking, you know, inside this little box. Look at that cute little panda. And it was because of her that I started doing junk journals a while back, and just not being so hard on myself when it came to art. And her name is Liz Drake, and I want to put her channel down below under the description box. You guys definitely need to check her out. I have like zero talent compared to this girl, but it's just so funny. Like, I feel like seriously, like we're just related. We're on the same wavelength. I don't know what it is, but um it's amazing. I watch her all the time and I'm so excited because she's going to do like Vlogmas or Artmas or something along those lines now in December. So I'm so excited because I get to stalk her like every day straight in December, and I couldn't be happier. Yay! She's just so inspiring, and I love listening to her talk. She leads like such an interesting life, and you just definitely have to check her channel out. It's really worth it. And like I said, I'll leave it below. But because of her, like legit, she is one of the reasons why I've just been like, okay, stop. This isn't being hung up in a museum. This isn't going to be, looked upon by thousands of outsiders and, they're going to judge you. This is for me. This is for you if you're making one. This is whatever you want it to be, however you want it to be, whenever you want it to be. And, it's just about distressing and doing something for you. And I don't know, but for me, you guys, this legitimately gets me out of my head, stops me from overanalyzing situations and things in life that I can't control. And I just sit here at my desk with my junk and my scissors and my glue sticks. And out of that little piece of paper, now I just made a really cute tag. And I'm going to put something in the top of that one too, yarn or ribbon or something. And with the leftover little piece here, that's filled with my hair because I'm shedding worse than my dogs. I'm just going to flip to a page and stick it down because I love those little gold stars. This page that I'm showing you right there that I just washied in, my daughter made. She watched me make this junk journal and she used some of her stamps and she crinkled up a page and she's like, "This is for you, Mom." So if you've watched my channel before, that was little Miss Jasmine Jane's handiwork right there. So I glued that in, or I shouldn't say I glued it in. I just used some of that purple washi and kind of made like a tip in. And here was just a piece of paper, another piece that I was just like, well, we'll just glue that right there. And add some butterfly washi because, hello, why not? It's beautiful. I'm a washi addict. I need help. I don't know if there's classes, but there seriously should be. I just cannot get enough. I cannot get enough washi. I don't know. It makes me happy. I love collecting it. I love using it. Seriously. It's just, here's a bunch of paper that I got. If you watched my last, I just said again, you guys. Good Lord, why am I saying that? I never say that. But I am for some reason. Anyway, if you watched my last Happy Mail opening or Friend Mail opening, you'll be able to see that I got a bunch of this stuff right now that I'm using. I killed the glue stick. That's right. I broke it. It died. And here I'm like refusing to let it die. Come back to me. You will live on in glue stick history. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, some of these little pieces of paper that I'm using right now, I got in Friend Mail, and I am just using them to make a background on my little flippy doodad thingy bobber. And I just saw them sitting there and they were so cute. And I was like, you know what? I'm gluing these somewhere. I have a whole bunch of them and I like looking at them and I want them here. So that's what I did. Oh, now I really killed it. Poor glue stick. I think I've said this before, but I legit need to take stock in like a glue stick. Glue sticks. I don't even care what kind they are. If anybody has any glue sticks that you don't use, oh my good Lord, send them to me. I just can never keep up on my glue sticks. Like, I probably go through more glue sticks than a kindergarten class. Seriously. So here I'm just playing with that little piece. I don't like this page for some reason. I like the page, but there needs to be something on that triangular washi. And I just don't know what I want to do with it yet, but I know I don't like it the way it is. So here I am just going into my little, I just said again. What in the world is going on? I'm going into my folder of junk that I've just been throwing in there, and there was that little piece on this little flip out thing where we glued the other flowers and things to, and I knew that had to be covered up because it was just bothering me. So I'm still refusing to give up on my glue stick, even though it's pretty much dead. I'm refusing to give up on it, and I'm just gonna make it work until it cannot work no longer. And I'm just cutting and gluing, and yeah, I actually kind of really like this flippy thing. It was a yearbook thing. I can't remember, a yearbook, something for my son. And that little piece I'm playing with right over there was, these are honestly just pieces that I've cut out of magazines and ads and things like that. So work, glue stick, work. You've got it. I decided to go with the flower nature motif on this little page, and I really like it. I'll lock it. I actually really love this saying. You like us. You really, really like us. But then I realized it was really cute, and I just don't know where I want to use it. And I kind of want to use it to make sense somewhere. So found this other little thing that just says big fun. Stuck that there. I am flipping through and flipping through. I actually told my husband, I'm like, can you find me some music that I can use on YouTube when I do some of these longer videos? Just because sometimes I don't know what to say. And I feel like I just ramble about stuff, and I asked you guys, and I appreciate all of the feedback that I got. I know a lot of you said that you were happy that I actually kind of rambled on for a while, because you really wouldn't have wanted to watch it that long if it was just music. So I'm thinking maybe I can do a little bit of both. Use some cool music to play in the background so you guys can zone out and watch if you would like. And I will also talk. I don't know. I seriously cannot stand the sound of my own voice. So it weirds me out that anybody else would really want to listen to me. But, you know, it is what it is. I know I want to do something with that big tag that I made, and I just can't decide what. So I'm just flipping through and decide. Here we go. Glue and go. Found a little cute home for that right there. I cannot believe that it is December. I was thinking about doing kind of like a Vlogmas kind of deal too, and I was like, I don't know if I could seriously come up with enough stuff to do where I would actually post something every day for December. And welcome back, Zozo. I swear to God, that cat is just, she's never, you know, like if I'm laying on the couch, well, I can't say she isn't on me then too, because she is, but she does not bother anybody else in my family like this. If I'm on the couch, she's on top of me. If I'm in my art room, she is sitting on my papers. If I'm in the kitchen, she's on the counter. Seriously, like, I don't even know. I don't know about this cat. This is a little deal or no. I'm trying to move Zoe's butt off of everything. That was a little deal or no deal, little piece of, it was actually from a board game that when my brother moved, they were throwing out a bunch of board games, and I was like, wait, I want the junk from inside. So I just decided I was going to take all of that, and it's really cool. I got a bunch of those from the Deal or No Deal game, and I think I took a bunch of stuff from like Candyland, a Candyland game that they were going to throw away. So those will be fun to play with. Zoe, don't eat my glue. So here I'm back in that little thing, just pulling out some more images and just odds and ends. I have some mail and just different things in there. And I love that Zero, the water. It's just so many different colors. And I was like, yep. As soon as I seen that in one of the ads, I was like, I am so using that. I don't know, something about bright colors just make me happy. And kitties. Even when they're annoying and on top of everything that you're trying to do. I don't know what it is about this little image. I'm trying to move Zoe and she's like, no, I'm going to attack you. Anyway, this image that I'm gluing down, I can't even remember. It's out of some magazine, but I flipped through and immediately stopped and was like, cutting it out. I actually want to make a video for you guys where I'm just flipping through magazines and different odds and ends and showing you how I kind of collect some of the stuff that I use, if it's not just junk or if it's junk from an old magazine. So that might be something that we do. I'm going to try to put out more videos through the month of December. I have a bunch. There I am, using the last of my glue sticks. So instead of throwing that away, I was actually going to throw the whole thing away, and then I decided, what? It's junk. That's getting glued in here somewhere. So I'm fixing now this chick that is, I'm assuming, behind bars, but like seriously, I stopped and I was like, I love this image. I don't know why. It's sad. She looks lonely and scared, but I love it. And that's where I was like, you know what? I should throw this away. Nope. Junk. So now I'm just cutting around some of it just to use the blue kind of diagonal background with the stripes. And so this is obviously legitimately junk, and you can make your entire junk journal out of this stuff. You can make it out of wrappers, candy wrappers, food that you've eaten, products that you've used. I mean, all of that stuff goes when it comes to a junk journal. So it's pretty thick cardboard, and I just decided, I don't care. I'm gluing it somewhere. It's going in here. It held all my wonderful glue sticks, and now it's going to be forever memorialized in my junketh journal-ith thing-eth. So, I have another project that I think I'm going to start doing, because I legit find so much joy in doing what I'm doing right now. And there's a project that I seen. I'm going to have to get her name for sure, and I'll tell you guys more about it because I'm going to actually start it, and I think I'm going to start it another little mini series because it has to deal with journals and magazines, and it's called En Masse Journal, an En Masse, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I will look into it more, and it's kind of just about collecting different things, making a glue book, collage book type thing. So it's kind of like the junk journaling, but it's not. It has more of structure to it, kind of. And by structure, I just mean like there's an A page and you type, you like cut out all the A's and you cut out all the B's for the B page. And I don't know, I'll get into it more when I make that video. So there's another thing that you guys can watch if you wish. And look at that, Zozo's back to be a brat. And this notebook or folder, I should say, seriously sits out on my desk or on my counter. And I just grab stuff, pieces from the mail, pieces from books, anything that's junk laying around. and I'll just grab it and throw it in there. And then when I go to play in my junk journal, I'll grab things out of there, or, things like that, just to glue down, have something to do, make it look somewhat pretty. And like I said, if it doesn't turn out pretty, who cares? I'm not getting judged or graded. I mean, I might be getting judged by you guys because I'm sharing this on the worldwide internet web, but whatevs. It is what it is, right? So look at the Care Bears. Okay, now I was born in 82, you guys, so heck to the yeah when it comes to Care Bears. I can't get enough of them. I had Bedtime Bear when I was little, and I still have the original Bedtime Care Bear. I have it put away, and I should probably give it to my daughter, but I don't know. I can't get rid of it yet. It's still my teddy bear. So here is a piece out of that book that I tore a bunch of pages out of, and I kind of liked the ripped look, so I just ripped around some of the the writing on that page and glued that in there. I still don't know if I like this camera angle, but it's kind of working, and I feel like my chub arms are like always in the way, but I don't know. It's gonna have to work. I'm gluing in a little thing that my daughter got from the Dollar Tree. It's kind of something that she did, like she scratched it off and it revealed like Belle's dress and things like that. And she asked me if I would use it, and I said I sure will. So I found this cutout that I had that just said fun, so I glued that over Belle. That is Belle, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm horrible when it comes to Disney princesses. And I love Disney, so I don't know why I can't keep them princesses straight. These were 2 images that I'm playing with that I cut out of a magazine. And I don't know why, but I really liked them. Here is that top piece of that paper, and I was going to grab it and throw it into the garbage, and I looked at myself and I was like, what? How dare you throw that junk away? Glue it somewhere, girl. So that's what I did. I wish I had enough memorabilia to just make and fill an entire journal with 80s and 90s things from my childhood. Ugh. I don't know what it is, but the 80s and the 90s, I just don't think life got any better. I think, technology got better, but I don't know. I'm so stuck in the 80s and 90s still that it's kind of unreal. But, I think if you were born in that time frame, and I guess, it doesn't really matter because kids born in, the 2000s now will be like, those were the years. Those were those years, But guess what, 2000 kids? You didn't have Rainbow Bright and the gummy bears. And, you didn't have the cool things like we did. Like the Skip-Its and you guys remember all that stuff? Seriously? Okay, I'm going off course here. That little piece of paper that I glued down, I was going to cut the top off and then decided, nope, I'll just fold it over the page, glue that puppy down, and that's what I did. I don't know what it is. I really love this paper. And I think I had an idea at this point when I saw this red paper just laying on my desk. I had that image of the wolves that I got out of I think it was some kind of Sports Illustrated or something magazine. I can't remember. And I knew that with this red background on this page that I was like, oh, I can use that. I can use my wolves. And it just so happened that when I was cutting images out of that magazine that I was going to throw away, I had found the image of the wolves that I will eventually get to showing you here. And after flipping through, there was like a football team or something called the Wolves or something like that. Excuse me. And the image just kind of went with the little font or the little quote that I had seen. So there's my wolves holding the baby. And then there's the throne to the wolves. And that was something about a football team, I think. And I was just like, love it. That's going with that picture that I cut out of the magazine. I don't know. Symbolism, right? So there's the wolves with the baby. And the baby, of course, is in red. So I'm gluing that to the page just because. And then I also found this little quote that says, Zoe, get off of there. It doesn't say, Zoe, get off of there. It says, be brave, little one. And I was just like, fitting. I will also glue that somewhere. Zozo, you need to go away. I don't know why, but I straight up like that right there. I really do. I don't care. I like it. So here I am showing you that we already got some thickness going on in our junk journal. Ugh. And at this point I realized how long this video was. Again, decided we better start maybe just flipping through, checking out some of the stuff that we did. And that I would end it before this ends up being, 9 hours long. So that's that paper or the tape that I still said I want to do or change or add to it. Love that image of the fingers crossed. As I'm flipping through, I'm like, I'm going to find somewhere to stick that. And I really just held it in my hand. I held the hand in my hand because I couldn't find out where I wanted to put it. So here are just some pages. There's our glue stick background that we glued in and taped. There's our little stars that we made into a little tag. And I'm just flipping through to, there's our little chicken in prison, her $10 deal or no deal card. And that image right there was actually from a Joann's Fabric thing that I cut out that I liked and I put in. And then there's our book paper that I just kind of cut. I don't even want to say cut. I ripped and put in there. And our Care Bear countdown. I thought about using the hand here. And then I was like, it's going to cover everything up that I like. So I didn't use it. But I really do like that thrown to the wolves. Be brave, little one. Page. I don't know why. I just do. Because it actually feels creative to me. And we're getting close to the end, because I think that's about all we did, isn't it? I don't remember if we did too much after this or not. I don't think so. Oh yeah, we did the calendar thing, the leftover that flips down. And that whole page that we glued, that was the calendar. Or the background of the calendar. Of some of these pages, I just seriously love the color. Yep, there's that page in the washi, and then that was it. So, thank you guys again for watching. I will be back again. Much love to all of my randoms. Thank you guys if you stuck with me all the way to the end. Bye, guys.